So today I'm going to be plasti dipping the rims for my Subaru Forester, and it's my first time doing anything like this, so I'll show you how it goes and how easy it is for a beginner to do it. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. So I want to be doing this inside because it's cold and raining outside. Just make sure you're in a ventilated area. And I've seen a lot of people take like note cards and stick them in like this and go all the way around the rim to protect their tire, but the stuff peels right off, so you don't really have to worry about that. So this is Plasti Dip. You can get it at pretty much any hardware store. I got it at Home Depot for like $5.50 a can. I'll put the link for the website below, and it's got a locator where it'll tell you where you can buy all the Plasti Dip that you need. So I'm gonna try it with no paper on the tire, just because it peels off, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so that's one coat. From what I hear, it's best to do 5 coats, so I'm going to let it dry for 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and do another coat. The best part about this stuff is that if you mess up, you just peel it off, and you try all over again. So this is what $5 or $5.50 worth of paint does. It came out pretty good in some spots. Not so good in others, because one thing you need to do is clean the nozzle of the spray can, because it dries, and when you use it again it comes out in like clumps, and then you got big thick clumps all over your rims where you shouldn't have them. I fixed that just by putting more layers of paint, but clean your nozzle after every use. So there is a way to plasti dip your rims still on your car, and you're going to need either a bunch of little garbage bags or a big garbage bag. And what you're going to do is you're going to stuff it in between here, and you want to cover up all your brake components and basically anything on the other side of your rim before you spray. What some people do is they'll cover it, they don't tie it tightly, and then they'll spray, roll the car back, and get the other angles, which makes it a lot easier. So loosely put the bags over your brake system. And if you don't want your lug nuts painted, get your painter's tape out and just cover them up real quick. So if you're plasti dipping your rims, you're going to need newspaper or paper, painter's tape or electrical tape, plastic bags. You're going to use about 1 can per tire for the paint. They cost about $5.50 a can. You could always get more cans. There's no harm in it. If you keep the tires on the car, you're going to spend about an hour to an hour and a half complete, finished. If you're taking the tires off one at a time, you're going to spend more, about like 5 hours. So it is really easy and it's really quick to do. Oh, and get a razor blade. When you tape your car and you spray, the paint will stick to the tape and the part that you sprayed, and you want to cut that fine film so that you're not peeling the plasti dip right back off the part you just painted. I also want to do some parts of my car with the plasti dip, so I'm going to do the railing above the top, and for that I got painter's tape, which is doesn't really stick that well, which is perfect for your car because you don't want your other paint to rip off. And then a bunch of newspapers. Basically, you're just covering any spot that you don't want the paint to be on. So what I found that worked a lot easier than putting the paper down first was just a tape along the edge, because you can just break it up into little pieces and do it. And then I'll put the paper and hang the paper down from there. And once you got the paper on, it's time to start spraying. Again, just do a light coat. After you get that first light coat, again, wait 10 more minutes, come back, you'll do it again. It's a process. So, a couple problems when I was doing my rails. You could see where the tape was actually touching the paint. So I'm gonna have to retape and reapply. And I got some on my car, but I wanna show you how easy it is to get off. That's just a dry towel. So I also wanted to paint the grill here, and I wanna paint this part of the lights. And if your car is anything like mine, it'll just snap off using pliers and screwdrivers. Holy hell, I forgot the name of them. So I'm gonna bring this part inside, tape it up, and then I'll come back outside and I'll tape up the lights and the bumper and paint this part. So again, you want to do your trimming with your painter's tape and then put the paper. Makes it a hell of a lot easier. And just cover up anything you want sprayed, especially your engine, your hood, anything you don't want sprayed, you cover up. So in the end, it should look like this. So I'll just be painting this part right here. So this is my car where I'm done. There's the rims and the rail. I put some before and after photos in the video so you can like compare and contrast and see how it looks. But that's it for plasti dipping. I have zero paint experience, zero car experience. I had no clue what I was doing, and it's easy. You cannot fuck this up. You either add more paint or you peel it off and start over, and that's it. There is no mistaking and ruining everything. It's just easy. So go out there, give it a try, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you somehow magically fuck things up, it's not my fault, it's yours.